it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Sorry about yesterday. It's been a really busy week. Got family, got the remodel, the whole 9 yards. But we're back today. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. And we have the GSOR tank from Avalon 304, who is a purveyor of fine replays. This one is super boring at the beginning. But it doesn't end up super boring. Avalon is going to have himself a day in the GSOR the tank. Or is it the GSOR tank? Well, it's the Patton tank, but it's also Patton the tank. I don't know. This is the gift tank that, what's-his-face gave to us. Wargaming gave to us. What's the guy's name? I don't know. Whoever the famous person is. I'll think of it as we go. You type it in there. Put it in the comments. I'm sure everyone knows, but me at this point. Top tier on Himmel's Prokhorovka-Dorf. And we don't know what equipment he's running. He'll have to let us know down in the comments exactly what he had, but he does have 2 large kits and food. He's running 30 APCR and 20 heat. Hesh? Hesh. Ah, that's how that happened. We'll get to that in a minute. I couldn't figure that out the first time I watched it, but now I understand what happened. You don't know, but maybe I'll remember when we get there. He is top tier. That's pretty good. North spawn, standard battle, jerky turret. Wow, gave me whiplash. That hurt my neck. Somebody said I'm too bright. Come on. Right? Come on. I have a new green screen, so I'm still working with the contrast filterage stuff going on. I don't know if this is better. You'll have to let me know. Maybe people don't want to see me. Perhaps I should just turn off the camera. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. All right. We're going to take our GSOR the tank, or GSOR tank, which is a medium tank, by the way, fellas. It's a tier 9 medium tank. It's British. Unfortunately, it's a GSOR, and there are several different kinds of GSORs in the game. One of them has wheels. One of them is, I believe, a TD. This one is a medium, so it's kind of all over the place. Hits for 390 alpha, has a decently accurate gun. And so we're going to snipperino here. I'm imagining he's not running any kind of vision setup, but I could be wrong. Like I said, he'll have to let us know. We have an even 90 who's doing an okay job so far. Just keep an eye on the even 90 because they have a tendency to, well, especially when I'm driving, get a little over-aggressive, shall we say. A little over-aggressive. I didn't even see that at T95. He must die early because he's not later on in the game. He doesn't last until later in the game, all right? All right, we're hanging out on the 1-2 line. We're taking our sniper shots. We've lost a super Pershing who just YOLO'd forward and died. That was fantastic for the team. Thank you, Stuart72. Well done. Now we got this guy just running in. Okay, that hits. And the squall dies. So I don't know what he was trying to do, but whatever that maneuver was, he executed it perfectly and then was executed. The Sioux takes a hit. We drop a 467. So we've hit a 485. A 497 and a 467 with Hesh. Wow. Wow, I didn't really think about that. It's a 390 alpha, I told you, but of course, remember Hesh. Hesh is a different story, and if Hesh is penning, which it appears to be at the moment, it's a 480 average damage. Didn't really think about that. Avalon's going to let us know down there, hopefully, but the Hesh seems to be doing the JOB 440. What's the pin on that thing? As I recall, it's a relatively high penetration for Hesh at 210. And that's enough for 8s and 7s, isn't it? Boy, he's dropped 1,884 with a 485, a 495, a 465, and a 440. Ostensibly, if you're shooting the APCR, is a 4 or a 390 alpha gun. But with the Hesh was 4 what? 80? 480. Wow. So those are terrible low rolls, -1. One's a slight high roll, I guess. It's 3-3, and like I said, the first part's boring. We're just going to talk about Hesh and how I didn't really think about it. Now maybe I'm thinking about Hesh. Going to have little Hesh dreams. I'm like, what the Hesh is going on here? That's not very funny. All right, T95 is still alive. We have an XM. Is he going to sneak a shot into this guy? The XM's trying to use a dead body for his cover. Down goes our Hellcat. So it's 3-4 at this point. T54D is in the little divot. T95 is forward. And the E95, as I said, is doing a pretty good job, but we're going to notice that he's going to ELC even 90. I don't know what I did. Did I just call him an E95? I don't know. I'm talking so fast. I had a lot of coffee today, guys. Honestly, I really should have not had this 15th cup. That's the problem. The ELC even 90 is going to get a little over aggressive, and it's something that is he going to hit that hash? Oh, tell me this doesn't happen. No, he's gonna rethink his. Oh my gosh, hits for a 3. So back to the APCR now. We've shot a few of those. Cranked up the damage to 2,283. And while I was talking, it looks like the other side is kind of failing. That is unfortunate. Over on the east flank, there's still a something over there. What is it? A PA. Oh, the patent tank. The patent tank is over there, but the 1357 is snuck in behind. And fortunately, we have an IS-22 that's camping in the back. And there's our even 90, who has sort of overdone himself there, fellas. The T-95 died. Even 90 is sort of in amongst them. So we push. Oh, he dies. All right, that's good. There's an XM, a KV-13, and a TL-7. I think the even 90 is sort of pinned down. I think the first time I watched through, I kind of was hoping he would bail out of that. But what I didn't notice is this is one of the maps that has the events on it. So a lot of the cover is gone, has been knocked out by this vehicle here. And we only have, well, we got some pretty good snipers. We got a CDA, T-30, Super Hellcat, the GSOR. And I think they know the ELC is close because they keep getting lit. And that's a problem because if they're not getting crushed, they may figure out a way to get up there and light the ELC. So now the ELC is on the move. It looks like maybe he's trying to fall back. This is actually a pretty good shot. It's like a 1 pixel. Watch this. Doink. That's an APCR round. Man, that might have been nice with the heat, wouldn't it? It was the side of the turret. And now the enemy team's pushing up and over the side on the east side. So we're getting sandwiched here. Oh, didn't work. The ELC is seen. The XM is driven up on him. He's proxy lit. There's a GSOR over there, and we're just trying to get some shots on these guys. That is unfortunate. It just didn't go in. We've turned around and turned our hull to the north so that we can bail out of this. Get a shot on him. Oh, and an armor not hit. Really unfortunate. We lose our even 90, and this feels like we're in big trouble now, right? The enemy team still has a 1357. We're a little far ahead, and it looks like Avalon's going to bail out of this position and move back. Knocks a tree down on the way out. Turns over here. So we're sandwiched. Our team has been put into a corner. Someone has put Baby and Avalon into this corner. But watch how he does here, man. This is pretty good. Some good decision making. Tiger P's looking to come over the hill. There's the 122. He backs out, and he's just trying to get his gun online. Now he only has so much time. Notice that he headed down to the north, or up to the north. There's a KV-13, an XM, and a GSOR. Eventually those guys are going to figure it out because there's people being lit back here. They're going to start creeping forward. And as soon as they figure out there's not much there, because there's just not that many enemy tanks left, they're going to collapse in from the north down this road, and then we're going to start getting lit from both sides. So only has so much time to kind of hang out here. He's as far north. I guess the Super Hellcat will give hopefully a little bit of warning because he's up in this bush. So that's decent. At least he'll start to know if someone gets a little bit close. That's a nice shot. 207. Now that's a heat shot, and that's what I was talking about earlier. There were some shots well under 390 I didn't understand at the time. I thought they were HE, but those are heat shots that just didn't get their full damage potential. The KV-13 has worked down underneath. There's a TL-7. Good kill. So there's one down. Watch what happens here. I mean, this feels like a complete loss. 7-10. CDA is getting thumped. Getting rid of that scout would be huge right now. But he's got 635 hit points. We do have a heavy hitting T-30 there. As long as that guy's alive, you can punish high hit point or relatively high hit point tanks pretty well. There we go. Let's kill this guy. 451 and whack. Finished off by the Super Hellcat. That was huge. That Super has to have probably been seen. Yep, and he's getting punished, but that was, to be honest, I think worth it. Killing off the light tank. T-30 takes out the XM, and check it out. It's 9-11. Now we've got the GSOR up here. We switch over to an APCR. I think did he switch over to an APCR and high roll a 452? Or did he actually shoot the heat round? Sometimes it's hard to tell. All right, we have a heat round loaded. Down goes the XM. Trying to keep track of this. Okay, so boom. No, he used intuition, went over to an APCR, and high rolled a 4. Nice. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what happened right there. Nice. KB13 sees us. Check that out. We have drug it back, guys. There's 3 of us and 5 of them. It's 2v3 and tanks. This gets spicy, though. It looked like things were looking really up for Team Avalon. So watch what happens. Gets missed by an arty. That's nice. Sound detection helped him out. Let him know that he just needed to keep trucking. This kind of hurt. He's going to zoom in like, oh my gosh, they really could have used that one. Maybe rushed it a little bit. I don't know. KB13 goes in. And now Avalon's kind of trying to figure out which guy am I going to prioritize. Kill him. No, he doesn't get it. I think he went around a dead tank right at the last moment, or it just plain old missed. The M12 dies. Now this is certainly going to be a kill, right? Good. Good. Now there's an AMX and a relatively high hit point T122. Can the T30 get one more shot off? We're trying to decide which one to shoot. Oh no. Okay. Oh, 46. That really hurt right there. So they killed the T30. We get a low damage heat shell that didn't pen for only a whole 46. And all of a sudden we're fighting 1v4. It's sort of too bad there's not one extra tank in here to have an opportunity at the stand against 5, but let's see how this goes. He's got full hit points, a relatively high hit point 122, 2 mediums. The 122 has a relatively long reload though. The AMX is low hit points, and we have 2 artillery. The 2 artillery are the X factor. The Hellcat has faith in Avalon. He says you can still win this. We come up over here. This actually surprised me a little bit, and you know when you're in the middle of this, I'm sitting here at 1G. It's much easier to see. But I think he figured they weren't in this corner based on where he went. But watch what happens here. All right, that guy just got lit. He's right there. And Avalon doesn't quite notice that for a while. He's like, okay, where are they? Oh, shit, there he is. Oh, son of a... All right, choices, choices, choices. Wow, this isn't easy. You're going to get hit by the artillery, or at least they're going to take shots at you. Clearly, there's 2 artillery shells coming. The longer you go, the surer that shot's going to be, or the tighter that dispersion's going to be if that artillery player waits. And he probably is, because he knows he's got 2 tanks here to hold on and keep him lit for a little while. The low hit point AMX is behind a dead man right now, so who do you go after? I think you go after the 122, push the AMX, and try to kill him. He does that, but he misses, and that's quite unfortunate. I agree with this. He does need to move. He's going to come in on the AMX 30, and I think you flush that guy out and try to kill him. So he gets a shot. That is unfortunate. Nice job going around to the side that initially was where the AMX was pointing, but now he's turning around. Avalon's going to have to tell me why. I'm not really sure why he didn't prioritize the AMX 30 right here, to be honest with you. There may be some other calculation in the brain. Maybe he just figured he'd rather not chase the AMX. It's a good point. If the AMX does the ring around the rosy and he doesn't get a shot at all, then we're kind of in trouble. Maybe he's just going to bail out and try to take on the 122 and isolate himself from the AMX for a moment while the AMX un-Fs himself from the T30. I don't know, but my initial thought was go after the AMX and then go after the 122, but he doesn't. He goes after the 122, shoots him. Goes around the corner, does not get, I was going to say, I thought he didn't get shot by the AMX. There's the arty. Does get shot by the AMX. Swings around, and we're still in APCR land. Again, for my money, I don't know, man. Maybe just trust in Hesh. Of course, Hesh has let you down a little bit, but if you can get around him, like this would have been beautiful, Hesh in the back, but it's not going to one-shot him. Now, and if you did this on purpose, by the way, freaking good on you. Check out what happens here. I'm going to zoom out. He rams the AMX and shoots the 122. Although I think he hasn't shot yet. He held his shot. Rammed the AMX. And then he's going to circle the 122. The 122 is not really doing a great job here. And honestly, I don't remember exactly when the 122 shot last, but it has a really long reload for a medium, even longer than this tank. And he's able to get inside that before that guy can get his gun on / reload and ready to shoot. You got to be kidding me. 5,458 damage and 6 kills. It was a good run, Avalon. It was a good run, but there's 2 artillery, so I think we all know exactly what's going to happen here. You know, all that fighting, all that trying to win a tank game, and you got the clickers in the back, and they're both reloaded. So I think we all know exactly what's going to happen right here. He's trying to chicane. He's trying to make their firing solution more difficult. Doing it. I love it, dude. I love it. I think the last they saw, he was kind of headed that way, and they both lead turned that position, and then he cut right while he was not seen, obviously. If he was doing the timing in his head, or maybe he was just trying to be as difficult to hit as possible. But the good news is the last time he was seen was headed in that direction, and they both bit off on that exact same move. Well done, Avalon. So we live to fight another day, and we have 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes really, to take out 2 artillery, but we're at 109 hit points, so either one of them can relatively easily splash us to death. Doesn't take a very close hit at all to take us down. We're going to trust in... What are we loaded with? Why can't I tell what he is loaded? Huh. Don't know. I didn't watch it. Whether he... Let's find out which one he has here. Oh, he gets lit. He's out in the open. He's got one behind a rock, but the other one has probably got some kind of shot on him. He's just doing his best not to get hit. So he's got the M12. It's the GW, which is the more maneuverable one. Just misses. Absolutely beautiful. So 16 APCR, 17 heat. Honestly, I can't tell which one he's loaded to here. I thought it would be a highlight of green, but I guess that's only while it loads. Nice. All right, so it was the heat shell. Nice. Chicane. He gets the guy lit. Drives in a little more. God, what was that guy even looking at? Don't know, but boom, shuts him down. You gotta be kidding me, man. 6,168 damage, 8 kills, only 54 assists. Try to do better on the assists next time. Look at the little tag back there. What's that say? GS2SGA49. Huh. Don't know. The GSOR the tank. There it says. Oh, I didn't. Okay, it says GSOR the tank on it. Do they all say that? Or is it just that? Or is it just that camo? GSOR the tank on the barrel. Thanks for sending that in, Avalon. So basically, what you have here is probably the best Tier 9 medium in the game. Maybe not. I'll tell you what, though. Today, in this match, with Avalon, 304, taking on 4 guys at the end with 2 artillery supporting, it was the best tank in the game, at least for this one bright, shining moment. Thanks for sending that in, guys. Guy, Avalon, have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Monday. Later.